Former President Trump was last in the Bay Area on June 6th for a lavish campaign fundraiser dinner in San Francisco's Pacific Heights. It was there that some major players in the local tech and venture capital scene came together to pledge their contributions for his candidacy, and the momentum is carrying into the convention. ABC 7 News South Bay reporter Lauren Martinez is live with this swell of Republican support coming from Silicon Valley. Lauren.
Dan, tonight I spoke with two Republicans with Bay Area organizations who are at the convention. Both said very positive things about JD Vance. One of them described Vance's path from an impoverished childhood to senator as the embodiment of the American dream.
President Biden has become the symbol of an America in decline. This may be our present, but it does not have to be our future.
Opening night of the Republican National Convention, San Francisco tech entrepreneur David Sachs gave an enthusiastic endorsement.
I see a party that is strong and unified behind President Donald J. Trump and his pick for Vice President, Senator JD Vance.
On Monday, 39-year-old Ohio Senator JD Vance was announced as the Republican vice presidential nominee. Vance has moved through different business worlds, a Marine Corps veteran and Yale Law School graduate. Best known for his best-selling memoir, Vance spent years as a venture capitalist in San Francisco before heading into politics.
We like people who know their way around the political world, but it's important you have somebody who knows their way around the business world because, you know, this is a country of entrepreneurs.
Jason Clark, a member of the California Republican Party, spoke with us from outside the convention in Milwaukee.
Because he's worked in tech, you know, a lot of the issues around free speech right now and free expression are very central core tenets of the tech community, and I think he's going to be able to speak to that, especially in a Trump administration.
Vance was once an outspoken Trump critic. In 2016, he told ABC News that he didn't see Trump offering many solutions. Vance eventually changed his tune when he ran for the open Ohio Senate seat. We spoke with the chairman of the Santa Clara County Republican Party, who says that's playing politics.
People understand how politics works around here at the convention. And, you know, we saw on the Democratic side the way that Kamala Harris talked about Joe Biden during their primary.
Elon Musk posted his support on his platform X. Congratulations, JD Vance. Excellent decision by real Donald Trump.
People have become more comfortable being out as Republican and supporting this ticket.
A new campaign disclosure shows some of the Silicon Valley donors to Trump's re-election effort. David Sachs donated $250,000. The Winklevoss twins, who co-founded a crypto exchange, donated in Bitcoin. It's estimated their donations are worth more than $1 million each. Live in San Jose, Lauren Martinez, ABC 7 News.